Welcome back to another episode of The Architect. We're at Rentschler Field. We're going to take on UConn.
Home to the UConn Huskies. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UConn Huskies. Wants to throw. It's Cooks. Gets it out quickly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. They're going to ride this running back. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive. This guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack. And their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Off the RPO complete. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Fights off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
He's got him. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Can't get him to the ground. Good,
Great run.
solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Might be calling a hot route. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start.
False start.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 2nd down coming up. Leaves it with the running back. Into a mass 4.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off play action. He'll throw it. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. Still running at the 40. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense.
And it'll be intercepted.
Bad choice.
To the air, it's Cooks. Under fire. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Motion from the back. Gonna take a shot on second and short. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. That pass falls incomplete, and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking downfield, it's Cooks. Using the quick game. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He breaks a tackle.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone.
Damn, almost got
The
that
deep
shit.
ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Now facing a third and long. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Cook. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Fresno State will have to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Excellent job on the punt. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
Well, they try to go draw on that one. There was just nowhere for the back to go. Great job defensively.
Yeah, and great penetration. You want him to run upfield in the draw play. The defense doesn't bite, stuffs the run.
Wide receiver comes in motion. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Cooks. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't.
That might have been a
make the connection.
touchdown.
So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Gonna run it. It's Washington fighting off the defender. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Here's a heat. They get to him as
Jeez,
he
he was just waiting for it.
fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down.
He was just waiting for it. They literally baited me into that.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's on target and complete. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Back to pass, it's Cooks. Complete. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense wraps up the first
Messed that
half
up.
by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack.
I got 3.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. UConn has it teed up to start this second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to...
At the 24, and the Fresno State offense will take over. First and 10.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. They'll open this third quarter with a run. There he goes. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a first and 10 at the 34. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying play action. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Bulldogs are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Solid run on the last play. Gives this offense another 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Off play action on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. It's a running room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The give to the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out through the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, Bulldogs. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. The give to the lone running back. Turning it on. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well run him until they stop.
Should have ran behind the block.
Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a man. It's Cooks. Under fire. Complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice.
Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, but not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute there.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Moving closer to the red zone. It's at the 27 on first down. Wants to throw on first down.
Damn it. I had it that time, too.
It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day.
I didn't trust it because I threw that pick earlier.
A huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
It's got such a long windup, man.
He got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the upright. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Cooks. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Washington. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And on that last play, he's now over 400 yards passing.
Well, Reese, if you're going to throw for over 400 bills, you got to spread the praise around. Up front, they've done an outstanding job protecting this quarterback, and his receivers have been winning one-on-one.
They'll leave it with him. He runs through a tackle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make...
Breaks into the open. Oh, he got loose. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And he's got it counted. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score. That lead a little more comfortable now. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Cooks. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Shakes off the defender. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going to take off. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility. But with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. On the run, it's Washington. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Hand off to the single back. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So let's
just let them run free. Let two guys run free.
Keep running the clock.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking downfield, it's Cooks. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
With that last...
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Fires toward the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle.
Another turnover.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax.
They just let him come through.
Too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
Pass interference, defense.
What a big penalty at this juncture in the game, all locked up, and they get called for the pass interference. Scanning the field, it's Cooks. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. It's incomplete. They tried
I tried to do everything I could to catch it.
it.
All right.
They reeled off 6 straight to start the season.
UConn was fun.
Bowl eligible, but when you have
They
that
couldn't
kind
do
of
nothing to our
pressure,
defense, so
the possibilities
made the game get ugly. But
What a great
we moved the ball like we were supposed to.
way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum.
Bowl eligible.
The squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
See who next week's game is and see if we got any recruits to sign. We've been getting them every week. Sam Scipio, free safety from Lawndale, California, 4-star. 3 lockouts. Notre Dame got the quarterback. Michigan got the linebacker. Jeez, man, those are some big prospects for me. All right. Thank you for joining us for this episode of The Architect. Tune in for our next episode when we take on the Cal Bears. Let me check something real quick. I don't think we have nobody in the Heisman watch. We're not playing. There's nobody playing lights out. So, yep. I appreciate y'all. Join us for the next episode.